What's going on, guys? Back at you again with another video. It's time for people to divorce the government. And what do I mean by divorce the government? Simply said, right now there are so many distractions going on with 3 AI Atlas and all sorts of different things get thrown at you left and right. And what I'm starting to see is that there's slowly people waking up, slowly people realizing that they should have divorced the government a long time ago. But now, is it too late? Is it too late to divorce the government when you've been relying on government assistance, subsidies, and things of that nature this entire time, instead of going to school, instead of finding a trade, instead of finding more ways to increase your supplemental income to where you no longer have to rely on the government? See, people were so focused on, as long as I have these kids, the government's not going to turn off my benefits. These benefits are going to keep rolling in. Taxpayers are going to continue to fund my lifestyle. And now people are finding out the hard way that that is just simply not the case. And unfortunately, we don't know when those benefits are going to get turned back on. They said that they hopefully will roll in by this Wednesday, so tomorrow, but we don't know. For some people, it's going to be delayed. Government subsidies, government funds, those things, when you look at benefits for individuals who are in a different wealth class, poverty, it's meant to lift you out of poverty. It's not meant for you to feast and feed off the system for generations. And unfortunately, we have those individuals who've done that. And those people make the rest of the individuals who actually work very, very hard look terrible. Because we know that 42 million people who are on SNAP benefits today, a lot of those people actually hold jobs. And a lot of those people actually work. They just don't make enough money not to qualify. And then you have to look at the elderly people. The same people who you vote for, who are for these benefits and giving these benefits to everyone, are the same people who's keeping the government shut the fuck down. Excuse my French. But that's what's happening. That's the reality. We need a clean resolution, and I'm not here to speak on it and tell people what we need, what's going on, but you cannot hold the American people hostage in order to usher in policy reforms. It just doesn't work that way. That's not what I elected politicians to do, to gamble on American lives, because individuals need those SNAP benefits because they may not be able to afford food with their money because they have so many kids, or they have simply, even if they don't have a lot of kids, they're just trying to feed themselves. So one day without SNAP benefits for individuals who truly need it, because we're not going to talk about the individuals who abuse the system, because in all forms and levels of benefits being issued out, you're going to always find those people who take advantage of the system. You see it with a small margin of people who claim VA claims. You see it in a small percentage of individuals who are needing benefits with the government. So it's all in all levels of government. You're going to find those individuals who take advantage of the system. But one day without SNAP benefits is terrible for those who actually truly need it. And this is not one of those gotcha moments, but the reason why I say people need to divorce the government is simply because if they can feed you, the saying goes that they can starve you. And it's not an intentional thing. It's just the way that things, like the cookie crumbled this time. But what's to prevent things from happening another time? Could things get much more worse than this in later administrations? I feel like this Trump administration is trying to force women, ultimately, and individuals who are taking advantage of these benefits. This is like a bottleneck way to get women to kind of like go towards a different direction. Instead of marrying the government and having a bunch of kids, actually try to keep the guy who you're with. Actually try to make better decisions on the guy who you decide to lay down with, because Yeah, Pookie and Ray Ray may be good. They may be getting you good. You know what I'm talking about. You may be feeling good when you're with Pookie and Ray Ray. But when Pookie and Ray Ray have nothing to offer you and your kid that he gives you and he runs off, now you're stuck holding a bag, possibly not going to be able to put him on child support because he's not going to hold a job on purpose to avoid child support. I'm just telling you guys what it is. And women hate these conversations. They hate it because they cannot hold themselves accountable. Most women are incapable of holding themselves accountable and saying, you know what? I screwed up with that. I was warned and I screwed up. And now you have these women on TikTok screaming, hooping, and hollering and having the audacity to say that, hey, you guys owe me money. You taxpayers owe me money to support my lifestyle. And because you all are not doing that, my kids will not eat. No, it's because you chose to live off these benefits for 25 plus years without getting any form of education, not bettering yourself. And that's the problem. That's the issue. So, anyways, this is just a quick rant. We're on day 35 of the government shutdown, which tomorrow will make it the longest shutdown by a day. And hopefully there are discussions and talks of the government reopening on Sunday. The House has to come back in and they have to choose a different date on the CR resolution to go past November 21st, which was the original date that the temporary funds were supposed to last till. Well, if they come in and they pass that and they do something with the Obamacare subsidies, the ACA tax credits, and they come together and they're able to do that and negotiate some things. As a military person myself, being that I live that lifestyle, the civilians who are not getting paid, it is tremendously devastating. Because as a military person, you're getting paid and you're walking past these civilians every day who are supporting you. The cafeteria staff, the nurse case managers, the social workers, hospital staff, OTPT staff, physical therapy. All those people are not getting paid right now. And you have to walk past those people every day and knowing that most Americans are one paycheck away from being completely financially wrecked, one emergency away from being completely financially wrecked. This is devastating. So this is End of Dream signing off, guys. To the next video. Peace out.